All right, let's get this started. Hello, everybody. You guys want me to turn the background music off? Hi. Hi, everybody. I actually put the stream later than usual because I had a mega headache. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna rest. But first, I need to like at least check one thing off my list, right? And I was like, I'm gonna look for my passport. And I couldn't find my passport everywhere. I turned my entire house upside down. I finally found it. In between like two receipts, like in between like a pile of paper. I googled, I can't find my passport in my house, what do I do? As if that was gonna get any good response. Why can't I close my phone? Hello? Okay, I got it.
Rima, I just realized that game now is cost $80.
True. The loot game?
Rima, when are you giving us the only clubs content we crave? It's time to outperform VAllure.
What do VTubers do on their like only clops? Can it just be like loot drawings? Juan makes my ears bleed? Why? Yeah, outperform VAllure. Didn't they get a donathon or a subathon where they farmed like $30,000 the other day? He's super loud, really? He's not that loud for me. Okay, let me check. Is he part of the overlay? No, he's part of the browser audio. How much should I lower it by? Half? I guess we'll see for the next super chat. I started a fund, by the way. If we reach the goal, I'll buy a Shiori cosplay and put it on a muscle girl when we go to the muscle bar and have her like slap Parrot with it.
Oh, I mini watched Nintendo Direct today and found that digital games cost $80 no when them physical games is $90, not joking BTW.
Yes. Yes, I've seen everybody tweet about that. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be $120 for me then. Still loud? But it's lower, right? He's way louder than me. Okay, one sec. Then something's going on.
I'm loud because what I say is important.
Oh, it's because it's something, it's going on another audio.
Testicle.
No, it's playing twice. It's playing twice. Okay. I'm gonna mute this. Okay. It's playing, dude, all my audio stuff is messed up. Okay. I at least we fixed that. Yeah, testicles always work. Okay. So what we'll talk about today, we'll talk about, what do I have? I have a few things. I have VAllure. I have VAllure. I have the Nijisanji stuff. A couple things on that item. Like 3 things I want to talk about. There's a small needy update. There's Pirate Software taking shots at Neurosama. But first we'll start with this Vice article. I wanted to screenshot some of the cringe parts in that article, but all of it was so cringe that it would have required me to screenshot the entire thing. There's so much fucking ads in this thing. It's like, my cell phone almost crashed. Look at this. Ad.
Does this message work with Juan?
Yes, they work with Juan. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. I have to read, like, I don't know, just 2 fucking sentences of this dog shit just to get served an ad. Thanks, Vice. It's really dying, isn't it? Basically, there was a couple things that got me pissed off. They say here, VAllure originally made a splash in the VTuber landscape after the company debuted its announcement trailer in December 2023. Finally, an AVTuber agency for lewd voice actors across the English-speaking industry. Yippee! Even I was excited at the time. Writing that VAllure offers a really good deal to talents and promises more visibility to lewdtubers across the industry. To be clear, what VAllure offers in theory is great. New and semi-experienced voice actors, adult models, and VTubers are encouraged to apply to the company.
It is time to get a browser with an ad blocker.
Yeah, I do have one. I do have adblock. Along with an agency-created VTuber model and personality, talent slips into the role they've given and stream on YouTube along with creating adult ASMR. In early 2024, VAllure seemed like a fantastic opportunity for new talent to spread their wings and soar. But, however...
Wait, Pirate Software go after Neuron go after a praise there a couple months WTF such as Snake bro.
I mean, it was a passive-aggressive podcast. You'll see. Just wait. However, trans VTubers started to have misgivings about VAllure during the Gen 1 edition. See how she's talking about VTubers in general when I am literally plugged into the VTubing community. I have never seen anybody complain about VAllure.
Anybody
ever.
remember when we did real journalism? They fell off so hard after making that it piece on manga that a region blocked in Japan.
Dude, do you remember how good and like they were like kind of shocking documentaries that they had, like going undercover in other countries, going to some like factory textile stuff? Bro, they fell off so hard. Didn't we watch a video essay on why that happened? Vice used to be so good when they first started. They were original, they were unique, they did something nobody else did. Nah. Now they just suck. I mean, documentaries are usually not objective. Like, documentaries always push a narrative. But they still made good content. This one, they're just making shit out of their ass. Hey, Bob Gray, thank you for the Twitch resub. So, yeah, I already have a problem with this sentence. However, trans VTubers starting to have misgivings about VAllure during the Gen 1 edition process. I didn't see any trans VTubers complain. VAllure's edition requirement said the company only wanted female talent with no additional clarification. Now, one might think that they just didn't allow trans talents to audition, but that's not true.
Get this little elf off me. I am not a pony ride.
Female can mean a lot of things. It can mean anyone who identifies as a woman. It can also mean someone born with a specific set of genitals. This quickly left trans VTubers confused. Why female instead of women? We figured this was just a minor point in linguistic confusion. So I thought so too. So a number of us reached out for clarification last year to clear the air, but we never heard back. Not in emails, not in tweets, nor with a public statement. Nothing. Trans talents quickly feared the worst. Why do you gotta jump to the worst conclusion? Trans women weren't welcome, and VAllure was going to dodge the question by leaving the answer murky. Just to be clear, at that point, VAllure did. I think they addressed that later in the article. So maybe I should just read it. Continue reading. But basically, they were okay with trans VTubers, but they just wanted them to be, like, to pass. They wanted them to be, you know, female presenting. But that's not enough for the writer of the article. She wanted more. Now there's this part that's probably the cringiest part of it all. Oh god, not lolicon VTubers. Time passed, VAllure debuted its Gen 1 models, and Jesus Christ, what the fuck? 1/3 of Gen 1 looks like children. Yes, children. Yes, we heard you the first time.
This
Yes.
article reads as a blogger with an axe to grind, perhaps even a salty reject.
Bro, right on. Bro, it reads, the tone is r/nice guy. Like, oh yeah? You don't fucking want me? You fucking want me? You're missing out. You don't know what you're missing out, bitch. I'm the shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? You get butthurt so you write a hit piece? The first and third most popular VTubers in VAllure are lolicons, or characters made to look like prepubescent girls. The company calls these models lollipop, although the agency's most popular star, Bisu, pretty openly goes around calling herself a lolly. How dare she calls herself a lolly? Unforgivable. Burn them! Burn them
I
at the
will
stake!
download content just to spite this.
Yeah. You know, look, the loot content stuff isn't even my cup of tea, but I feel like defending them now. Everyone knows Amy and her fellow lollipop star Icy Snowpaws are leaning into lolicon viewership.
Are they allowed to say stuff like that in a news article? It doesn't sound like professional journalism at all. Did the
don't know.
editor-in-chief approve?
I guess they did, since it's published. One Redditor even said he was thankful for that because there's not a whole lot of lolly VTubers that actually heavily lean into that fetish. The agency has 2 lollies at the moment, and it plans to unveil 2 more lollies for Gen 2. That means 33% of VAllure will be made up of VTubers that appeal to a desire for underage girls.
They mad because short people exist.
Yes, but it's just they keep pushing this narrative that lollies are a pipeline to PDFphilia. And yet there's no research or statistics to back that. You don't become a PDF file. You're born one. If not, we would just like do shock therapy on them and get the PDF out of them, you know? If it worked like that, there'd be ways to get rid of it. It's a mental illness. To be clear, adults are like you don't. I don't know, it's just so fucking stupid. To be clear, adults are performing these characters. However, these lolly VTubers are creating explicit sexual content as their character and proudly flaunting it. Amy Bizu's page has adult ASMR with tags such as jerk off from behind, blowjob cleanup, pussy licking, and ass. Okay, I'm not reading that. I don't want to read these tags. Extract PDF, convert to Excel, exactly. Look, if you're not comfortable with lolly show content or lolicon, that's totally fine. Makes you comfortable, you find it gross, fine, whatever. But I don't know why you gotta accuse them of Like, I hate this
This
narrative.
person was hired less than a week ago to make gaming articles BTW. This is apparently a gaming article. True
Cool.
professionalism and integrity.
Yeah, they're totally just out of touch boomers. I don't care if this person that wrote it is a VTuber, by the way. But why are they a VTuber? If they like everything about the content, if they like if they don't like traditional VTubing, clearly. There's a lot of Hololive girls that are into lolicons, that openly talk about it, that openly joke about it.
I'm uncomfortable with loli content, I just don't consume it, I don't bitch about it.
I mean, look, it's either lolly content or mega big, like, badonkas. And it's like, I feel like there's no in between sometimes. It's like you either get the super exaggerated features, and lolly is almost like the most normal body type at this point when it comes to loot content. I wish there was like an in between, just like a normal body type that doesn't have huge bazonkas. Yeah, my model is sort of the middle ground. Just a little bit less breast even. I'd be okay with that. Anyway, she keeps on slamming Amy Bizu for a while. She's like, one sexually suggestive image created by an Amy Bizu fan was purposely designed to make her model look particularly underage, writing on Twitter that the image is literally illegal in the EU and can't be viewed.
I swear every time people against this loli stuff, she always view them as tourists or on Twitter quite too long.
Yes. Well, she's not on Twitter, actually. She's only on Twitter to promote herself and rage bait now that people are pushing back against the article. She's completely against any kind of feedback or criticism
Don't
from
get
the
me
community.
started on the booba, we'll never finish the article.
True. You have a point. Yes.
But normal and middle ground body types are only 33% intriguing.
Is the Juan voice better now? Yeah, so... Oh, I didn't finish my sentence. Yes, she is on Blue Sky now. She went to hide on Blue Sky. Now, I don't think Blue Sky is necessarily a bad platform. Actually, for content creators, external links on Blue Sky work better than on Twitter. Twitter deboosts posts with external links, but Blue Sky doesn't. However, Blue Sky has a lot of other issues that I'm not gonna get into. And I don't really care about the argument that it's like a hug box. Like, whatever, right? I just go on there to post my memes, so that doesn't bother me. But it's such a cowardly thing to do. I'm leaving Twitter. You know where to find me. They always end with a post like that. You know where to find me. Yes, we know, bitch. It's on Blue Sky. One could be 30% quieter. Okay, I'll lower it more.
But we all know the Rima body type is perfect type. Who needs lolis if we got Rima?
True, thank you.
Is it Lueski anti-loli stuff I saw people ban?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I try not to look at things too much that make me upset. Ignorance is bliss. I put the horse blinders on. Somebody called my model an opie lolly the other day, and I was a bit insulted. I was like, how is this a fucking lolly model? Hello? Wake up. If my model is a lolly, then Irama's model is also a lolly, okay? Yes. And it's a subscriber of mine, so it kind of sucks, but people always say that they preferred my old model.
Back off in the Pocham here, buddy. The author's pin tweet says she left Twitter last year but is still regularly tweeting today.
Yes. They just say you have a big head. Yes, and a big forehead. Okay. Yeah, no, but like they were active this morning, I think. They were active this morning. You know, just rage baiting and stuff. It's clear they're trying to get some people to look at the article and talk about it. And I guess it's working because we are talking about it. But I'm reading the article now, so you guys don't have to click on it. And if you do, people in my Discord posted like a mirror of it, so we don't give them the ad revenue. Okay, she goes on to say, one sexually suggestive image created by Imi Bizufan was purposefully designed to... Oh no, we read that. Twitter reportedly sent the artist a message warning that the content was banned from the platform, the European Union for pornography or sexualized content. Imi responded by saying, I'm just too sexy. Yet she made a joke about it. And... What is this? Like, we're gonna throw stones at her? What is this? There's no EU-wide ban on lolicon material, however, various European countries have laws that criminalize the sexual depiction of underage characters in artwork. And unfortunately, the EU is less based for that. I really don't think it should matter. When it's fiction, it's fiction. No one's getting hurt. Like, there's such a big divide between pro-fiction people and anti-fiction people. Ohio State University Shari L. Savage argues that the proliferation of eroticized girl imagery in visual culture seen in anime music videos and other popular media outlets further tantalize and at the same time normalize due to numerous available presentations. It's funny how they put so much more emphasis on fiction rather than tackling the fact that every single fucking model that we see in fashion
Brui don't
campaigns...
say lolly in design. Imena it means cute but lolly. Really like where is their brain.
I know.
It kinda reminds me when Bio 3 gameplay trailer was out. Ungui was a lolly cus to intelligence.
That's ridiculous. I like how one said un guy. But yeah, like nobody ever mentioned that we literally use 16-year-old models to depict like sexual, grown-ass adults. Some usually in very sensual ways, very sexy ways in campaigns, and these stuff is plastered everywhere. I feel like the double standard here. And I don't even care about that, by the way. Like, youth has always been something that women wanted to achieve. That's why there was literally queens that were drinking gold back in the Renaissance era. Because women always wanted to stay young forever. And that's why I'm a VTuber. Because I'm eternal that way. But no, everything that we do is for the male gaze, apparently. It's not for us. It's not catered to women at all. Rima Baba, hey, don't start. And they died. Yes, they died of gold poisoning. Do not ingest gold, by the way. Do not try this at home. It's very toxic.
Rima has tried the gold thing.
No, gold is very toxic and you should not do it. Okay, so the gold Schlager though is fine. So they say images do hold the power to tantalize and move consumers to action. If image did not hold power and influence and consumers could readily resist advertising, image-laden advertising would not be a billion-dollar industry. Savage writes in a study. Juan is not made to insult me, okay guys? Sexual predators have also convinced children that sex with adults is normal, using the images in erotic lolicon content to say, this is how you practice with adults. Okay, this is disgusting. The mental image and scarring this article just inflicted upon me is, it's so disgusting. Now this, dude, this headline is only missing a lol at the end. Trans girls, I guess you can be a lolly now. A year later, VAllure is now prepping for its Gen 2 audition run, which starts today. Talent are promised the exciting opportunity to voice act in a lewd video game.
Also, we don't see you dressing as Shiori unless it parrots idea, then it's based parrot.
No, I'm not dressing as Shiori. The muscle girls will. Likely performing as the VTuber models created by the adult agency. Along the way, new talent will likely pop up in video games by the agency's viewers. A twin-stick shooter fan game, The Endless Stream, is already out with the Gen 1 cast. Naturally, VAllure's Gen 1 team decided to host an audition advice stream for their potential Gen 2 sisters. And that's when a second bout of controversy blew up for VAllure over social media. Yes, the second bout of controversy you made. One you made. And I'll just add that I've recently uploaded a video on my Patreon where I did a Corpo VTuber tier list. And I rated VAllure exceptionally high. I put them in the up-and-coming category because their talents have never been in drama. They're farming money. They're doing well financially. What more do you want? But no, we want to tear them down though. On Saturday stream, so you want to be a whore, eh? What the fuck is these titles? The VAllure team finally addressed whether trans women can apply to the agency, and the answer is yes. This is what I was talking about earlier. So I guess it's for the Gen 2 thing. However, there are caveats. Maybe. Once again, communication is not VAllure's strong suit. During the stream, okay, but I don't think people realize how freaking busy it is to launch a new wave, and how insanely overwhelmed managers gets around new debut. So they're not gonna go around and answer everybody. During the stream, talent Chibi Kotumban stressed VAllure will accept transgender talent as long as they go by female pronouns, live life as a woman, and sound like a woman. Because their agency is based on the premise of female for male. And with VTuber agencies, they share each other's audience. Basically, this girl is gonna get some viewers, and this girl will get some viewers, and they're all going to overlap their viewer base. And that's the main perk of joining a VTuber agency. On top of getting the model, it's about sharing each other's fan base. So you don't want one VTuber that caters to one niche and another VTuber that caters to one niche, and there's zero overlap. When you're starting up, and if you're an entrepreneur, and if you have a VTuber agency, you want to start catering to a niche, and then later on, if things go exceptionally well, then you can expand. But I think business strategy is just lost on the author of this article. The Gen 1 team laughed as the issue was discussed. At one point, Chibi said transgender talent asking about the issue should shut the fuck up. Alright, well, I don't know in what context she said that, but I feel like it doesn't sound like her. I'd have to see the stream. Obviously, if it was meant in a derogatory way, that's not great PR. As I mentioned during my own discussion stream over the weekend, the 1-year delay on the topic and the insensitive tone during the advice stream revealed an extreme level and professional toward VAllure's transgender colleagues. They don't have any colleagues, no? Do they have transgenders in the... or do they mean future, potential colleagues? It's out of context. 1128 on the stream, it's a misrepresented quote. Yeah, I was like, this is so not like them. Like, these girls are so nice. I feel like they wouldn't say something like that. We can take a look at it later. Or if somebody can paste the timestamp in my Discord, that'd be great. As I mentioned in my own Discord, we read that. Where was I? For trans talents who considered applying for VAllure during Gen 1, at least prior to the debut of the aforementioned lolicon model, yeesh. Oh, okay, we gotta circle back on that. We got it the first time. You don't like lolicons. The lack of communication toward trans VTubers was a clear sign the company was not prepared for the professionalism and maturity required from an adult company. Oh, my bad. I didn't know that the adult industry was the epitome of professionalism and maturity. I think in fact VAllure is pretty professional and mature, contrary to a lot of people from that industry. I don't know why we gotta take pot shots in every fucking sentence. It's like jab, 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 jab. Yeah, considering what they do, they're extremely professional. Like, they're so... I'll leave my comment for the next paragraph.
Professionalism. This article isn't professional.
True. Talking about professionalism when you're not professional at all. Don't get me wrong, it's great VAllure does in fact allow trans women to work with the team, but no, that's not enough for the author. She wants more. But even then, its standards are still strict for trans performers. What does it mean to sound like a woman? Is VAllure willing to accept trans women like myself? Even though I have a feminine voice, I'm often clocked as trans during streams and in ASMR comments. Would I like the right credential to sound like a woman? Well, I don't know, audition and find out. Okay, look, VTuber agencies want cute voices. It's like going into a bakery and be like, well, I can't bake bread. It's like, even I, who is a cis woman, I wouldn't be accepted in those agencies. Sister, you just gotta like, get over it. VTuber agencies also don't want me. Because I don't have a kawaii voice. That's what they want. They want the kawaii voice. In other words, do they want trans talent or do they want trans women who sound specifically like cis woman? Trans women who pass for cis women and could, if necessary, hide their gender identity. Time to start V-stable? True. I think, and this is just a supposition, that they're okay with trans women, because obviously they said they would accept them, not because they want to have, they want the trans woman to have a feminine allure. They want everybody in the agency to be feminine. To be girly. That doesn't mean that you need to have the right set of genitalias. That just means it's an attitude. It's a way of life. That doesn't mean that they want them to hide their gender identity. You're speculating. Like you're just assuming that. VAllure never clarified these specifics during the stream, essentially putting trans talents right back to square one. How does VAllure really feel about trans women? I think a trans woman...
Rima igual real girl horse.
Thank you. I think a trans woman that does amazing ASMR would probably farm. Like, there's definitely a niche for that, and we know this because people on there's some talents on OnlyFans that make so much dough just off that niche. There was even like some cisgender women pretending they were like trans to make more money like a few months ago. I think for VAllure, if it's the right fit, they will take it regardless of your sexuality or gender, or I don't know if gender is the right word, but regardless of your sexuality. I may not be using all the right terms here, but I think I'm getting my point across. Okay, the context of the quote.
Are looking for female talents. Oh, but what if I'm shh? Shut the fuck up. Talents.
Okay, why? Sorry,
In the effort
I
and the
replied in
work
French.
to get there. The average monthly income for VAllure talents from the past 3 months, excluding outliers, was around $3,336.
That's really good.
We are looking for female talents. Oh, but what if I'm shh? Shut the fuck up. You go by female pronouns. You live life as a woman. Do you sound like a woman? Okay, we don't care about anything else. You're free to apply, ho.
Guys, wait! Wait! This is the total opposite of what the article made it sound. She's basically saying, shh, I don't care about the details. You can be whatever you want, as long as you live life as a woman. As long as you're femme presenting, they're okay with you. Holy
Is where
shit!
lots of these news reports they're very antagonistic towards Asian-based
Yes.
company cause the politics, I viewpoints aren't the same if they don't have the same history. Egg McDonald and Pickles. Based. WTF, that's positive.
Yeah, they were being positive. Wait, this is the... Okay. This is the most bad faith article and misleading article I have ever read. I have to do your fucking job for you. Do your fact checks. Dude, you... Either the person who wrote this has like an extremely pessimist and negative view on life, that they take that they take everything that everybody says. What do you use? What's the word for when somebody takes what you say and assume the worst possible meaning for it? That's what they're doing. And the amount of ads represents the amount of bad faith they have. Yes, uncharitable. Yes, and bad faith. Okay, well... Has VAllure said anything about that? I hope they're not... I hope they're not bothered by this. Yeah, they're disingenuous. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then, of course, comes the issue of pronouns and transition. Not every woman uses female pronouns. Cis, trans, and non-binary women commonly use pronouns other than she, her. He, him, lesbians are out there. So are women who use they, them, and what does it mean to live life as... So are women who use they, them. And what does it mean to live life as a woman? Do you have to socially transition IRL and present as a woman? Do you have to stream with a female presenting model X amount of time?
Oh, and there's a ban on lesbian content.
Oh. These questions may seem silly and dumb to VAllure performers. See, like... That's not what she wasn't brushing these questions off at all. You wrote 2 paragraphs because you misinterpreted what they said. But there are serious consideration for trans talent running a VA business. Auditions take time. More specifically, they take time away from streaming or ASMR work. Why work hard on something that will lead to an instant rejection? Then, you know what? There's an easy fix for that. Don't apply. What is this? If I apply to any agency, I might not get picked. You have to shoot your shot. Just take a chance. If you're the right fit, they'll take you. That's it. It's... She's overthinking this. Ironically, by addressing the controversy, Pearly VAllure has taken 1 step forward but 2 steps back, but I guess trans women can be lollies if they sound feminine enough. If you try hard enough, you might just get a trans-inclusive fan who draws fan art of you that's banned in various European countries. Oh, and there's a ban on lesbian content. The second and more baffling controversy is VAllure's policy on lesbian ASMR or F4F, female for female content. In short, There's an F4F ban, as the company has specific method focusing on appealing to straight men. When asked whether the company was open to content beyond female from male, VAllure head Strony Cuddle said straight up no. No, and you know what? Because they're a startup and they went the proven method way, the way that they're sure to make money. They're not gonna start investing and expanding into a niche that they don't believe will make money. And as a private business and a private venture, that is their prerogative. They're not a multi-billionaire company. They can't just switch to like adhere to everybody and every single fetish. Yeah, why doesn't this new small company offset its risk by making content for a niche and proven audience? Bro, most VTuber agencies fail within a year or two. You trying to sabotage them? Like, I don't get it. VAllure is based on a previous established method that worked fantastically. There you go, you have it in black and white. And I want to ensure the success of anyone who is willing to take the risk or join me under. She has people mouth to feed. She has employees to pay. If one VTuber underperforms, all the others need to carry that financial burden for them. Like, if you have one talent that underperforms in an agency, the talent that is outperforming everybody else is basically offsetting their deficit. Join under the company and share the vision. That is what VAllure is going for, Strony said. So at this point in time, no. It will always be female for male content, and I can't see that changing at this point in time. So let me get this straight. Erotic content of young girls is fine, but lesbian content goes too far. It's not because it goes too far. It's because it won't make money. It's about money. That is particularly strange when
Wait, I got it. Is that a kind of tuber host cafe?
What's a host cafe? This is particularly strange when you consider the popularity of female for F. Simply put, the genre is not only enjoyed by queer women. By queer women? Oh yeah, okay, queer women, but straight men as well. Yeah, okay, I get where she's going. Men commonly listen to F4F content.
It's called a target demographic.
Yes, it's called a target demographic. For the same reason that men enjoy watching real-life lesbian porn. Because it's about two women having sex. This is doubly the case when... I'm gonna be demonetized. This is doubly the case when it comes to fetish material, like bondage, fedorism, giantess, and vor, when the premise is more important than the gender of the performers. Also, F4F isn't illegal in various European countries. That's a plus too. But let's stop talking about men for a second here. Content oriented toward queer women is very popular in the ASMR space, thanks to the explosion of F4F and F4A content creators on Reddit. In just 5 years' time, GWA's sister subreddit, GWA Sapphic, gained 1,000. In 5 years, they gained that. That's not great. I post on GWA Sapphic myself, and I can attest to its immense viewership. My most popular audio on the site, a trans girl for cis girl yandere breeding audio, has 18,000 listens. That makes it more popular than one of Mercy's modest top yandere ASMR audios.
Even if VAllure was against these kinds of tubers, they have every right to stick to the type of ideals they want to do.
Yes.
You don't have to be a part of a corpo to be successful. If you are that upset about it, make your own corpo and run it your way.
No, exactly. I mean, there is a point that there's probably a good niche for it. Just like I think there's probably a really good niche for transgender lewd artists. But Does VAllure have to do that? No, they don't have to. It's unreasonable to expect a private company to cater to your own desires and fetish and views. Like, I do agree that Yuri and maybe trans VTubers is a niche to be explored.
The whole article is basically a self-pity rant from someone who
Yes.
has a chip on her trans shoulder, projecting shit like a drive-in theater.
There's a lot of projection. Anyway, I just think it's unreasonable to believe that they should appeal to a wider audience right off the bat. And it's also unreasonable for a private company to hire girls they don't believe will attract a different audience. Sorry. It's unreasonable for a private company
It's not always about them, you know.
No, it's not always about them, exactly. Like I said earlier, in a company, you share your audience. So I do believe that the niche need to be not too far from each other for them to work together like seamlessly. But I also think that like if the premise was going into this niche, the lesbian prawn and all of that, that should have been part of the business plan from the get-go, or it can be
Wait, okay, so they want girls who sound like tomboys?
Like tomboys. Not necessarily. I mean, tomboys don't really have a specific type. You can be a tomboy just...
Do remember the article about Black Miss Wukong? As claimed that they said I want to expand my circle, I hire more people get leaked until I can direct. Thing is that they've never said that it was Google Trans purely. The whole thing with Mercy is absolutely false. She took one of Mercy's least popular SFW ASMR on YouTube, and compared it to her own NSFW content.
Yeah.
Mercy has others that are so much more popular than the one this author picked.
Let me see. I'm curious now. There's 30,000 views on this one. That's not even her most popular one. You're right. You're right. That's not even her most popular one. She has one right here. But anyway, with VTubers like that, they don't make their money off of ad revenue. They make their money off the live streams. And the Patreons. And they upload a lot on Patreon. Like, they're very active. Very, very active. Yeah, the really spicy stuff is behind a paywall. Yeah. It's very obvious that the journal wanted to write an article about their personal unmet demand for queer trans fetish content and force it on VAllure as a subject instead to increase its reach. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just think it's a shame that VAllure is getting blasted because of that. It's really not cool. It's uncool. And I don't know who's the target audience for that, because if it's VTuber fans, you just made a great job at alienating all of them. No one's gonna be sympathetic after reading this. It's so condescending. Even if there was good points, they made such a poor job of explaining them and of communicating them that it's just... And that's without even mentioning all of the bad faith, the quote that was completely out of context, and misleading. It's a slanderous article. Game journalists, by the way. The standards are that low. They're just that low. They will hire anybody nowadays to write articles. They'll just, and they'll publish anything. Like, it's crazy. It's a shame. There's so many great things to write about in the VTuber industry. Wait, what's the TLDR? TLDR, just make 33% of the company Futa instead, VAllure. That would be so much better. Jesus, dude. Okay. You don't like lollies, we got it. It's funny that she says, but even though I want the best for the girls piloting, and then in brackets, non-lolly models, so she doesn't want the best for the girls piloting the lolly models though. Only the non-lolly models one get to have a good life. The other one, they can fuck off. They can die in a ditch for all she cares. I can't support what's going on at VAllure in good faith, nor do I think you, dear reader, should apply for Gen 2. Even if you want to be in that loot video game really, really badly, which I won't be playing if there's lolly content. Oh, well, shoot. They just lost their biggest spender. And this article just convinced like the 5 people that are gonna read this not to apply at Gen 2. What is VAllure ever gonna do from this? Will they ever recover? Yeah, the reader is doing a lot of heavy lifting in that sentence. And nothing of value was lost, exactly.
I think this was the best ad ever made.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. This article isn't too convinced to their fans.
Yeah.
It's a hit piece designed to really up their own try to go attack them.
It's designed for normies. Normies, definitely. This was posted on April 1 as an April Fool joke, but except she went like on a tirade on Twitter earlier today. And
What a the Venn diagram between tuber fan and this reader look like? Two circles that don't touch.
let me see, where is it? Did I save the tweet? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, she's only active to reply to Ragebait or whatever. The VAllure situation with Lolicon and advertising to people into underage anime girls is way worse than I thought. This is one of the most chilling things I've seen in the past year. Really? Really, out of all the scandals, the rug pull, the crypto rug pulls, the grooming allegations from several influencers that came out, this is the most chilling things you've seen? It must be really sheltered. VAllure may not be hololive or whatever, but their role in the EN adult ASMR and lewd tubing space is enormous, and they have a responsibility to serve as ambassadors and role models for our industry. DTL is not a small-time ASMR artist. What's DTL? Oh, be careful scrolling. True, I forgot that this person actually replies to like full-on prawn.
To all non-VAllure fans watching, VAllure may be a lewd
Thank you,
company,
Anonymous.
but they are some of the sweetest and most entertaining tubers.
Yeah.
The fans are like a family. Please watch them yourselves and make your own decisions.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Cute Squad, Rin. Like, they're like, VAllure may not be hololive or whatever, but their role is enormous. Yeah, and hololive also has an enormous role in the VTubing industry, and guess what? They have lollies. Shockers. They have lollies. And they openly talk about it. This kind of comment really doesn't help, by the way. Yeah, I'll have to agree with her here. This kind of stuff really doesn't make the agency look good. However, like, I don't think it's fair to tie this to the agency either. The talents didn't say this. You don't even know if this person's a fan or watches the talent. Why would I be mad or envious? VAllure is locked into F4M. Even if I wasn't an established / successful F4F VTuber / ASM artist, I still hate to do a job creating content I actively dislike. No matter the money, numbers, fame, etc., F4M is not my thing. And I just mad VAllure does it better. VTubers you.
Shrimp Queen is tuber loli numero uno.
Yes, Gargura is literally the #1 lolly. Are you gonna start saying that? How many subscribers does Gargura have now? Like 3 million? Or is that Marine? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's 4.55 million. Are they all on their way to PDFphilia? Tactical Shark. The person did a stream watching the VAllure video prior to the article and it's full of plenty of seething and cope. I don't doubt it. I don't know why they're going in so hard on them. It's so ridiculous. I mean, I hate the tone of the article. It's not written like a real, like a normal, well-adjusted person. It's super condescending. I've said it a million times, but you'll never get your point across with that tone. Never. DTL is Dude That's Lewd, VAllure's creator. Oh, okay. Hi, Sweet Say Virus. Too emotional. Way too emotional.
To emotionalimo.
Yeah, people put up their barriers as soon as you use a condescending tone. Like, if somebody talks to me that way, I'll just shut down. I don't... Even if I agree with them, I don't want to agree with them anymore. They said during the reaction stream watching the VAllure edition advice stream that they also applied to be a writer for VAllure. Well, there you go, I guess. I wasn't so far off my assumption of the r/nice guy thing. This is what it... This is the vibes it gives me, like, oh, you didn't accept me, you rejected me? Now I'm gonna tear you down. I'll show you what life without me is like. They applied to be a writer, got denied, so she was okay with Lolly until they denied her, I guess, or she was willing to put up with it. Until now she's not. A scorned journalist. Actually, Karen behavior. Yeah, this really does explain the envy part. It's almost like her moral shifts depending on what's convenient for her. It seems like it from the information we got. But I don't know her that well, and I also don't care to. Oh, DTL is not a VAllure's creator. I'm confused about what this is then. Oh, people are saying it is the same person, aka Strawny. She probably said this several times. Okay, it's like her second nickname or something. Strawny is VAllure's founder, and she personally handpicked the other girls. She wanted talents that are okay with lollies. She's another ASM artist, and no, DTL is not Strawny, dude. Okay, there's too much conflicting information, so I'll have to do a research on that. You guys can fight it off in the comment or chat. Thank you, Antique, for the bits. So I think... Did I go through all the points? Yes. No, I think I did. It's crazy to me that they're like, VAllure has jumped from controversy to controversy, and it's like the controversy that they're making both times. You made the drama both times. What do you mean? Are they playing some kind of 5D chess here with us? Like, what the hell? You can't just claim there was a lot of controversy when there wasn't. Should we do Nijisanji now?
This person trying to tear down VAllure because they got rejected is the equivalent of a child seeing someone playing with a toy, wants to play with it, or the child gets told no, so she breaks the toy and no neither of them can play with it.
Wait, I can't understand what Juan is saying. I need to pull up the stream. I gotta pull up the dashboard. Person tried to dare down VAllure because it got rejected is the equivalent of a child seeing someone playing with... I can't read the rest of it. I can't read the rest of it. It's like cut off for me. But I think I get what you mean. The difference between reporting on a controversy and just making stuff up, the article doesn't even bother hiding that they're making stuff up. I think we need a little bit more fact checks on things. Oh, wait, they're in chat. Is AC Valence them? Do you have any cues? Why did you misquote what, what's her name? Sorry, I just saw the message now. I don't know who write cues for question. They're in the Twitch chat. Do you have any cues? I was confused what the hell that means. Thought it was a troll or something. The Gen 1 team laughed as the issue was discussed. At one point, Chibi said transgender talent asking about the issue should shut the fuck up. Do you really believe she was trying to be condescending when she said that?
Obviously, all these 5 lovely girls that I'm surrounded by right now had successfully passed the previous round, so please take their word as liquid gold and do not ignore what they say, because they were up against me, to put it that way, and you will also be up against me. So try your best and listen to what they do, okay? And we'll also do expectations. If you do manage to get in, every agency's different, but the girls are very good at explaining kind of how it's gone on and all that jazz. And then at the end, you are welcome to ask any question, and we will try our best to answer it without just straight up giving you cheat codes, you know. So
yeah. All right. Thank you, Johnny.
Wait, did I pass it?
Me. This slide is about what?
Yeah, I'll just reopen the new time set. I think I'll rewind it too much.
We are looking for female talents. Oh, but what if I'm? Shh! Shut the fuck up! You go by female pronouns. You live life as a woman. Do you sound like a woman? Okay, we don't care about anything else. You're free to apply, ho. Males.
As I was saying earlier, the way we interpreted it is that it was something positive. She says, shh, I don't care about the details. If you fit, you fit. I don't... Shut the fuck up wasn't on the screen and her tone seems frustrated. That's not how we're reading it at all. I feel like you took the most uncharitable interpretation of that just so it could fit the narrative you're trying to push in your article. On top of that, my other qualm with it is that you say that they've been jumping from controversy or something like that, when they've been like the one small agency that's been drama free. Why would I? I'm a Chibi fan, as I mentioned in the piece. You don't sound like a Chibi fan. And I think we can think of a few reasons why you'd want this to line up with your article. Yeah, they're in the Twitch chat. Check my tweets. I've seen your tweets. Okay, let's see. Gotta pull it up again. Okay. VAllure fan, post journalists are subhuman. I feel like the article's necessity speak for itself. VTubing is built on lolicons. I mean, lolicons have been part of traditional VTubing, yes. I've been VTubing since 2020. I have no interest in working for a company with lolly talent spots. Which tweet are you talking about? I never applied as a Gen 1 talent. You're welcome to listen to my ASMR work. In bio, decide if it's based or cringe. I don't see anything about Shibi. VAllure policy on trans VTubers, you have to sound like a woman. See, I knew there was some shit going on with VA. What does it mean to sound like a woman? Like, what is that? Who is it for? Did you apply as a writer to VAllure? Somebody said that, but I'm not sure if it's true. You should actually check my prior interactions, like before April 1st. Like it's a tweet before April 1st that you want me to look at. In YouTube. A lot of YouTube stuff. As a talent, no. A scriptwriter, I did. Yes, that's the scriptwriter. That's what I was asking. But I don't think my female content was a good fit for them. Which is all G. I was always open about that. Okay. Hey, false raiders! Welcome everybody. What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. How you doing, everybody? We're going over the Vice article written on VAllure. How's it going? How's it going? I hope you guys had a great stream. Welcome, everybody. Hello, hello. Hey, Falls. If she's a Shibi fan, she would know that Shibi loves lolly and was a lolly in her previous life. She said plenty of time on her own stream. Well, I think they all just are okay with lolly VTubers since they are in an agency with lolly VTubers. But that's not really the question here. Chibi also will be a lolly in 2.0? Oh, really? I mean, I just don't think me and Anna Valens will come to a consensus on lolly content today, which is why I don't really have any questions to ask about that. Because when it comes to people that are anti-lolly and anti-lollycon, which is like, as I said earlier, pro-fiction against anti-fiction content, there is such a big divide that we're never going to see eye to eye. And I think it's okay if you're uncomfortable with that. But I also think that claiming that it's a pipeline to pedophilia is misinformed. Oh, you meant like just typing up interactions with Chibi? Okay. But if you're such a Chibi fan, why are you writing a hit piece on their agency? Yeah, don't scroll. Yeah. I cannot scroll Twitter live.
TBH, the article is not about lolly. The point of finger was sounding like a female and the lolly bit was just used as attack bait. This is about trans insecurities.
The article feels written from a very personal point of view. And I do agree that, you know, you've brought up some good ideas about F4F and, you know, some transgender loot content. I think there could be a niche for it. But like I said earlier, I think it's unreasonable to expect that from a startup agency. Do you know how VTuber agencies work? The biggest asset of a VTuber agency, like the biggest reason why you join a VTuber agency is to sort of buy into their ecosystem. And their ecosystem is consisted of building an audience that overlaps with each other. That's why they need to cater to one specific niche. If everybody's catering to different niches, then there won't be the overlap in audience that they're trying to build. And most VTuber agencies fail within 2 years of their foundation. VAllure went with a proven system. It wasn't, you know, they're already taking risks doing loot content, but they didn't want to get riskier than that. And as a private company, that is their prerogative. Later on, perhaps they could be open to expanding, but such is the case for VAllure, the AV tuber agencies that continues to disappoint. That doesn't sound like it was written from a fan perspective. It doesn't even sound like you're a fan of the VTubing community. It sounds like it's written from the perspective that somebody that wants to come into a community and shake everything up and change everything up. I wouldn't even give this real more time if we're hopping on stream. Sounds like she's trying to get in more attention. Yeah. It was such a frustrating read. They want to hop on stream, but I don't even have like a channel dedicated for that. Where like nobody else will disturb us. How would we even do that? Falls Reddit on stream too? There's another factor than audience making the content. That's the talent who says the talent consents to that, whether they're comfortable making that content. Oh, the knock thing on Twitch? I don't know how to use that. Wait. What? Wait, how does that work? How does the knock thing work? Don't. It'll turn on your camera? What? Ain't no way. Okay. Okay. I have other topics to cover. We can do this another day. Although I am leaving to Japan very soon. But if you want to shoot me a DM, my DMs are open, Anna. And or you can just write your piece in chat. You're a writer after all. And we can schedule a call another day. Okay, I'm live and I'll be addressing anything else on stream. Hop in and I have to finish my stream. I have other topics to cover. What the fuck? Alright. We're getting too sidetracked. I'll catch your stream later. What is going on? Alright, I'm sorry if I'm losing people. We still gotta talk about Nijisanji. That was a mega sidetrack. I thought I was waiting for her to get in a call or something. This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Alright, I got baited hard, guys. Okay. Yes. Yes. I got one girl. I thought she was gonna address some stuff like in the chat, but I don't feel like we clarified anything except that she used to like Shibi. I guess now she doesn't. It's just if somebody says they're a fan of Rima, if somebody says they're a fan of me, and then they write like this about me, I'd be like, what the hell? You're not a fan of me? Okay. Focus up. I'm gonna focus up now. Let's get to Niji. So, Aster, his cooking stream once again delayed by a month. Yep. First, it's the fourth time that it got delayed at this point? Fourth time.
I'm a fan of Rima. She is smelly face, weird, steam, from, no sé, triumph.
Yes.
I can't get away with this.
Oh, well, he is. I mean, I don't know if he's the one taking this decision. It's definitely management. It's probably management that's forcing him to push it back, right? It's when are we going to get an answer to the allegations? We need some clarifications, Niji. You can't just keep pushing this back. Where is he getting his cooking ingredients?
50 Shades of Rima fans.
Yeah. Where is he getting his ingredients? In Japan? Thank you, Darpzerx. Thank you for the biddies. And now, but that's not what I wanted to talk about today. Because for the next part is a little bit, it's a little hush-hush. It's a bit between the leaves, so I'm gonna need you guys to come closer, as it's a secret. It's nothing official. Okay? It's just a little bit of rat. It's just a little bit of tea sipping. Alright, come close. Come close. It's a secret. So, sorry, that was a little loud.
Do it, buy the cosplay.
So, there's been some tweets. What happened with Ike by the Niji Stan fanbase? So what happened with Ike? Well, Ike has been tweeting on his PL, sad posting. I'm fine physically, don't worry. It's everything else that's not fine. I wish I could speak, but I'm not allowed to. What does he mean by that? Is it in regard to the Aster stuff? Is it in regard to a potential graduation? I don't know. We're all just in the realm of speculations here. Really, it's absolutely nothing concrete. It's just most likely that people are talking in the Nijisanji fandoms and other fandoms. Now, on top of that,
What
there's...
a secret rima? You a horse are along.
Yes, yes, indeed. Wait, no, I mean no, I am not a horse. I don't know why I said to that. Ike, on top of that, hasn't streamed for an entire week now, 11 days at this point. His tweet is now, unfortunately, deleted after it garnered some attention. That tweet also was deleted because there's literally, look, I can send a DM if you need, and there's 65 people that were like, what's happening? What's happening? Send me the DM. Send me the DM. Ridiculous. Now, there's also this tweet from another Nijisanji liver, which may or may not be related. It might not even be related. I don't know. We don't know anything for sure. In the most mentally exhausting time of my life, seeing so many friends and fans of Niji being happy brings me so much inspiration and drive. And when I'm feeling down, your cheers and art and creativity and love fuels me. I will keep pushing forward in April too. A little bit of positivity. But what users have noticed?
What about the horse in Rima's basement? Free Juan.
No free Juan. People are saying now that they're speculating that Ike has unfollowed Eteria. And apparently Shoto, like I don't get how that's related though. The thing with follows and unfollows is that like they're very hard to confirm. But whatever it is, it seems specific about... Yeah, Doppio is a good guy. That's why I like the tweet. But it seems specific to Eteria because, for example, we verified that Ike still follows Elira and he still follows Vox, for example. But it's like very difficult to check. There's a few people in my Discord that try to like verify it and that like cross-reference some things. It looks like it's Eteria, but also some of the followers list aren't really loading, so it's difficult to like control F it. Besides that, other like it seems like Kurosanji is also saying like the same thing we were saying in the Discord. Somebody posted a screenshot of my Discord. Why do I have a feeling that he's gonna graduate next? If this tweet is about Niji, theory that this might be a reaction to someone else announcing retirement, I feel if he was the one graduating next, he would leave a more hopeful message like, I'll send you soon. But all we can do is wait and see. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering too. And he's never been vocal about anything on his PL. That's the one thing that's kind of like I'm wondering about as well. This user says he's never been vocal about anything on his PL. When someone graduated, he'd express his sadness and good wishes to them on his Niji account. So I don't know what to think of that. Oh, wait. So there's another thing which I'm not sure got talked about in the Discord, and that's the basketball thing came back up. False Aside caught it, and Reimu is no longer in the basketball thing, others pending. The basketball promos, some livers are getting picked and some others aren't. Is that what it is, Cruciden? Like the NBA thing? With Rakuten? False side. Oh, okay. I didn't know that the basketball thing is still going on. Oh shit, new rat? Oh my god. No, I'm joking. It it could be related or it could not be. It could be why they're angry. Like for sure, if you, when you're, as an agency in general, as a talent, when you're not included in a project that can only take on a select few, it always feels bad. It's like, well, why did they get the sponsor and I didn't? You know? If the agency is doing a special project, it's like, well, you guys didn't think about me. Why didn't you guys pick me? And then there's this person replying to the OP here saying, it could easily be about the one who people suspect will be terminated. Twisty. Wait, Twisty? I thought they were gonna say Aster. People believe that Twisty will be terminated over Aster now, and he doesn't feel comfortable or like he'd be allowed to comment on it. That could be a valid like hypothesis actually. Or it could be about the one hope. Oh, or it could be about the one people hope is terminated, Aster. And he's feeling stressed about learning what the guy is really like and what he did. Maybe. Maybe. The dark timeline, that's what the dark timeline. True, that is the dark timeline actually. That is the dark timeline. It's like when everything went wrong. Twist is almost certainly going to be terminated as well, let's be real. With what she's been posting on the PL and being pretty open and about stuff, it's almost feels like she's got nothing to lose, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe they are allowed to say this stuff on PL. I don't know anymore. Are they allowed to be active on PLs or are they not allowed? Like, it's possible both will be waited out via contract expiration. Are we nearing the 1 year now? When did they... Okay, Ryoma Nijisanji debut. When did they debut? May 25, 2024. Oh shit. That is soon. Wait. They're actually nearing the 1 year in like March, April, May. Oh my god, it's next month. Oh, it was a Rakuten tweet. That might be why. Apologizing that Reimu Indu was scheduled to participate but will not be able to take part in it. Apologizing for the change of participants. But why would that make Ike unfollow them? I follow Ike, and when I check the people you know following, for all of Eteria, Ike isn't there. But if I look at Sunny and Finana, Ike is there. So it does look like he's not following Eteria. I don't know. Did something happen? I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. This is simply just to keep tabs on it. Keep on watching silently. Do not interfere. Do not interact as usual. You guys know that. So, yeah. I think for this bit, that's it. Yeah, Eteria. So Eteria is consisted of Millie, Enna, and Reimu. Just the three of them. So that's done. Now... there was also, but it's deleted now. On the reply of Xandu's tweet, there was like a bunch of Utaite singers telling him that everything's going to be fine. His Utaite friends telling him like, oh, it's going to be fine and we'll do projects with you in the future. So it's like, you know, lots of vague posting. And VTuber fans are really aware when it comes to vague posting because we've been like, trained to believe that it's something bad or like a graduation going. Now there's also Friodore, sorry, I was gonna call him Fedora, who is, so he tweeted at, so just a little side note, the new Nijisanji wave is doing extremely good. They've reached like 100k subscribers, they're apparently really talented, their debut had apparently way more budget, like, they did a lot of marketing for it, and it seemed like they were listening to feedback a little bit. They're doing great. But Friodore did a tweet saying, hey, there's some things that made me kind of, you know, uncomfortable the other day. So I'm going to address them on stream. So here he says, good morning. Thank you very much for hearing me out last night. I appreciate it. Just wanted to reiterate that these boundaries apply to MySpace, solo streams, official tags, and not other livers, collabs, or listeners. Respectfully posting outside of tags. Let's stay kind. And then I kind of wanted to see what his boundaries were about. So I believe it's about this. Talks about boundaries.
Collab.
I'll just watch the clip.
I want to start out with apologizing for any doremin that might have seen any uncomfortable, explicit, or sexual posts made after stuff that I expressed, or my way of expressing certain things in yesterday's collab.
So he's against sexual jokes and perhaps like the how do you call that? Like the, you know, gay baiting that, or the shipping. I think it's more in, I think the better word is the shipping that I'm looking for. He's not comfortable with the shipping between him and his gen mates, from my understanding.
I apologize for my careless wording. I want to I want to start out with
sorry, this is the clip playing, and it's like a bunch of small clips.
Specify and clarify that nothing I said was intentionally made to be interpreted in a sexual or extremely shipping way.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I apologize if anyone was uncomfortable due to my careless actions. I do want to say that so far, everyone has been very respectful and no one has brought any of these topics to my space, whether it's my chat or my official tags.
Mm-hmm.
I want to specify.
Yeah, I mean, it's because that was an issue early on with Vox, and I guess with their popularity soaring, and especially with like the, you know, Fujo fan base that their Nijisanji is known to have, it's a pretty good idea to set on boundaries very early on. I'm not sure if it's, you know, it's gonna stop people from like shipping and stuff, but I guess he's just saying that he doesn't want to see it if they do.
Also, thank you so much for being so understanding in the comments so far. But yeah, I thought this was a good chance for me to bring up my boundaries and stuff. I want to say once again that I am not comfortable with sexual humor. I do not like it,
or
and I do not
humor.
want to be associated with it.
I don't know if it means sexual jokes or just like shipping, but he did say that he wants a lot of his audience is learning English from watching his streams, and so he doesn't want to like teach them bad words. He wants to be a good example. So it's kind of wholesome. Definitely a more reserved kind of guy.
Anything
like models.
that I say that could be interpreted as such
Yeah,
is
more
not
says so.
intentional.
Yeah, says so is the right word.
And also, thank you so much for being so understanding in the comments so far. But yeah, I thought this was a good chance for me to bring up my boundaries and stuff. I want to say once again that I am not comfortable with sexual humor. I do not like it, and I do not want to be associated with it. Anything that I say that could be interpreted as such is not intentional.
Mm-hmm.
And also, thank you so much for being so understanding in the comments so far.
Oh, it played twice. My bad. I can never tell when they're playing again.
I'm very serious when I say that I want to be a good influence for doremin. I am aware that there are many people here that are trying to study English, and I feel that I have the responsibility to be careful of what they learn, thanks to my words, thanks to my streams and my activities. So I was serious.
Okay, I didn't let it play twice this time. I'm
Great
improving.
once again that I do not have any wishes to be associated with any humor that's of the sexual nature. It's not my style.
Another point that like some people have brought up is that when you say that something bothers you, people might do it more to piss you off. I don't know if he's gonna get those kind of trolls in his chat yet. But yeah, usually when somebody bothers me...
Unfortunately, as a male YouTuber accept the more fail. Unfortunate, but it's true. To be still niche.
VTubing is still... They're doing really, really well, though. Like, they're doing really well. Will they repair Nijisanji's bad reputation? Is this the start? I see a lot of VTubers interacting with them, a lot more with the other Nijisanji. Like the others, after the whole scandal with Doki, they almost became persona non grata. However, with this wave, it feels like they're kind of starting fresh. It's kind of like when VShoujo started getting like all of these ex-corpo talents, and it felt like a breath of fresh air for the agency.
I will try to be more careful from now on. Try to think twice before saying things that could be interpreted in a different way. And I'll be very mindful of what the Dota means working so hard to study English are learning through my stream. So
they get,
I just...
the corpo VTubers get so many like Japanese audience.
I just want to clarify in case people are not familiar with it. I'm okay with shipping. I understand that it's fun.
Oh, I misunderstood. He is okay with shipping. Okay, interesting.
For some people. And I clarified that as long as it's kept out of my official tags and that it's not brought up on my stream and it's respecting the other person's boundaries, I'm okay with it. I personally am not for it. I do not want to see it. Okay. However...
yeah, he's... Dude... All the other guys, like, after, you know, even missed that when he left and he debuted as Kuro, he was like, I hate that kind of fan base. I hated the shipping. I hated the Fujo thing. So I guess good for him. Are you going to sell Niji stocks? I don't have Niji stocks. I have cover stocks.
If I say anything, I understand it's fun and I don't think there's any harmful.
Yeah, he's not okay with it. He's just drawing the line. Yeah.
Intentions behind them. So as long as that is as long as my boundaries and my preferences are taken into consideration, please feel free to continue. I also want to make it clear that if I say anything that is perceived as fan service in terms of shipping, that is also not intentional from my part. But as long as it's innocent and it's not invading my space, feel free to have fun with anything that could be interpreted as such as well.
Yeah.
To make it clear that my boundary...
But I don't understand. I've uploaded like 3 minutes clips on Twitter. Why is this person uploading short clips?
Finally, I want to make it clear that my boundaries do not represent my genmates. I think the nature of our Batsus already displayed a difference in how we see and approach certain things. But yes, please do not assume that my boundaries apply to my genmates or even my senpais in the future. Please.
Yeah, I'm like, let's see how long he holds those boundaries himself, especially when okay, every content creator starts like this. They're like, this is my boundaries, but if you guys are having fun with it, then that's fine, you know, just keep it out. And then like things get out of hand and then they're like, okay, I need to be even more assertive. But honestly, this is already a really good start.
Allow them
I
the
believe in you,
opportunity
Fodor,
to explain their own boundaries if necessary. Finally,
like Ina's 4th WA incident, or how Nerissa dodges too spicy stuff and want people to not tag her to it, or more famously Suisse with a zero tolerance policy. It's a choice that VTuber makes, yeah. But yeah, Suisse has a no tolerance policy, but it's making them even more feral.
Having to explain this, to be honest, I very much appreciate you guys understanding. I was not worried about having to explain this, to be honest.
Kisa.
I really did not have any doubt in my heart that any of this was done with any ill intentions, with trolling intentions, or with intentions to make me uncomfortable. I understand that it's a common humor in this space. I very much appreciate.
He seems like a very serious person. Like it's like a cozy vibes.
Thank you so much for allowing me to. I just wanted to make my own comfortable terms.
Reserved,
please.
yes. Reserve is the better term.
Thank you very much for understanding. And thank you so much for allowing me to explain.
Or maybe
I
he's
really
nervous, yeah.
Very grateful every day to have such a well-behaved and understanding community.
Damn.
So thank you so much, though. I mean, I appreciate it. I just wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, he seems to have a good community, and his like comment section was, sorry, on the other tweet was very understanding, legit. He seems very chill, yeah. Next is a small update on the needy situation. Which is never ending, like absolutely never ending. So Needy made a new Twitter. Please read the photos for some important notes. I'm confusing why she made a new Twitter. If the harassment continues, there's no point in a new Twitter. I'm just going back to my main, and I will exist here. Posting so people who support me can follow, and people who want to block me can. The reason I made a new Twitter was to step away from the art and VTuber community and make it IRL, stream, and gaming related. I do not wish to bother anyone or make anyone feel uncomfortable, so please allow me to just leave peacefully. I have messaged all of my future rig babies, and I will be deleting this Twitter soon. This is me leaving the community and getting a fresh start. I know you can't see it because it's not posted publicly by those who previously made a post about me. But I haven't done a lot to make things better with some artists. I still have some to reach out to, and I'm doing so slowly over time. But there are some I will not ever reach out to. If you'd like to know more on that or know more about anything else, stop by my stream and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. I'm happy to provide any proof you need to see. I stream every night after 9 p.m. EST. Needy, for those who don't know, I should have given the context. So, Needy was buying VTuber adopts and reselling them at a higher price. Sometimes she would modify them, add some rigging, or add some things to it to justify the price hike. However, in some cases, she simply resold with like a price hike. And from what I understand from my comment section is that adoptables in general are like very controversial. They have like a lot of baggage from all the way back to DeviantArt. And on top of that, Needy has been in quite a few controversies. She... Yay, Kiwasa! Thank you for the goal reach.
At least 50% goal reach. Rima, no is not doing well. You think someone with 3k viewers only gets 32 messages in an hour live, they're voting.
You think they're getting 32 messages in an hour? Where is that? Can you post it in Discord? Do you have the stats? Okay, back to Needy. On top of that, Needy hasn't really been dealing with the controversy very well. Like every time she's replying to people, it just seems like it's putting oil on the fire every time. She kind of plays the victim a lot. Things like that. Like, her answers always infuriate the art community more. What else can I think about? And before that, she got into another controversy where she was kind of making fun of like one of her rigs on his stream. So she kept digging a hole, exactly. So people have kind of lost their patience, but on the other hand, like, people really want her canceled more so than everything else. And while what she did was unethical, like, we were covering the Sylvie Spark incident, for example, where this guy is trying to get a disabled girl evicted from her care house facility. And it's like, where is that energy when it comes to these issues? It's like, I kind of wish they would just mobilize as hard for like issues that where there's a case of severe harassment and stalking going on in the community. And this drama has just keeps on going, because every time somebody makes a dunk post on Needy, they get like thousands and thousands of likes. It's become very cathartic. So there's like pros and cons, and there's some criticism too. Yeah. Like, this is perhaps unethical, but at the end of the day, it is something that we see in business all the time, like every fucking day. And it's like, it sucks. It sucks if you're an artist and you've done a model, you sold it to somebody for $300, and then the very next day, you see that model sold for $600. You feel used. So I understand the artists that are upset with it, but I also think that at this point, the community's going a little too far. Like, they're really dogpiling her. There is no doubt about that. It's disproportionate compared to other very severe and serious issues. Yeah. I mean, the art issues in the VTubing community, from what I learned in the last years, is the VTubing community is extremely sensitive to that. It's also easier for them to take a stance on an issue like this rather than following like a several year long stalker issue that's been going on, for example. Well, there's been a lot of back and forth throughout the years. It's like, oh, I either have to come through all of this information, or I can just make up my mind about this topic in like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's like easier for them to feel emotionally involved in this topic. Also, I think is something that plays into that. Like, honestly, people who do arbitrage flipping are kind of scummy for thinking that isn't going to get them shut out when they do it to the wrong person. Like, think about the bunny gifting. The bunny Ayu thing. So anyway, I know that the art community feels really, really strongly about that. And TBH, for a lot of people, she's just run out of goodwill. Let's just say that. So now she's going on with this update. My account will be no art or VTuber stuff. Sometimes I'll come stream, sometimes I'll use my model, but I will not be back in your community. So please do not worry just because I've decided to stay on Twitter. Without social media, it is incredibly difficult to grow as a streamer, and Twitter is what I'm most comfortable with. I still will never make or rig models in the future, nor buy adoptables. I'm simply posting this new account here publicly because I'm not hiding from anyone. I simply want to move on. If you have the username, so you can now block me if you'd like, but I ask that you not share it around as it causes witch hunts. Take the knowledge. Take the knowledge and maybe share it in private with your friends, but public call-out posts will only create witch hunts. And if the harassment and stalking continues, I'm going to just say fuck it and keep this account and remain in the community. She threatened them. She's like, if you don't stop, I'm staying then. If you want me to leave, then stop. So please just allow me to leave peacefully. It won't bother anyone. One final thing I'd like to say before I go. If you ever truly wish to hear my side of the stories, you can stop by my stream anytime and ask as long as you're kind and respectful. Forgive my mods if they're a little trigger happy or protective, as we've faced a lot of harassment, so they can't expect it. But I will respectfully answer anything you want to know and show screenshots and video proof of anything. Please do not believe anything you see about me on Twitter, and as lots of things are lies, yes they are. No, not everything is a lie. And also some are dead. I hope the best for you all. May you live a long and happy life and may peace be kept between us all. GG's. This person saying, called it a week ago, nothing will change and you will continue to do and be who you are. Zero growth, people aren't harassing you. They are holding you accountable. She replies with, oh really? You are the definition of parasite and an absolutely conniving bitch. I can't wait till the day you fall. You're a parasite. This behavior would get you blacklisted from adopt and art communities. Playing the victim and acting dumb as if you didn't know precisely what you were doing is extremely disingenuous. Needy VTQ absolute cockwaffle. You're such a streaming pile of horse shit that even flies gives you a wide fucking berth. Your existence is a goddamn tragedy, like someone took a shit in the gene pool and you crawled out of grin like a dumbass. Alright, I think we get the gist of that. Aren't you the C-word who bashed the rigor of your model for no reason? Didn't you get cancelled for that? Jesus, you're nothing more than an insufferable bitch who never learns from her mistakes. So I guess this is people like harassing her. Seen as you're a pussy and blocked me, face the facts. You can't handle being called out for what you are. You've been involved in this scummy practice for ages. This ain't the first and won't be the last time. The industry can do without creatures like you. Do better. It has some colorful insults. Yeah, the clover bunny and person is clearly unwell. So yeah, last I heard of her, she was trying to sell her model for $10,000, dude. Like, I don't know why you would purchase a model that has controversy attached to it. And my second thing is, I don't know why you would purchase a model for $10,000 that's pre-made. If you're gonna spend $10,000, you better get fucking Iron Vortex to do it. Like, you better make like a custom model made by Iron Vortex or like Twin Tails? Like the Shy Lily Rigger or something at this point. It's ridiculous. I mean, if somebody buys the needy model for $10,000, I don't fucking care at this point. It's like social Darwinism at this point. Like, nature will thin itself out. People are weird indeed. All right, last on my list is the Pirate Software taking shots at Neurosama and Vidal allegations. So, Pirate Software, the lovely human being that he is, really cares about getting the world record hype train. So 1 year ago, just to give you guys some context, Pirate Software intentionally did a stream to get the world record hype train, and he got it. That was like in 2024. Now, Veral and Neurosama stream was a spontaneous stream, and they unintentionally got the world, they beat his record, and they got the new world record hype train, and they destroyed Pirate Software record. Just right off the bat, like in just a spontaneous stream, okay? Sayu, why you? I hope you're having a good one. I hope you're having a good one, why you? And just to, okay, I'll tell you that part later. So after Viral and Neurosama broke his record, he tweeted congratulating them and promised to take it back on April 1st, which was yesterday. Today, Viral has beaten our world record hype train. The new record is level 111 at 55%, which smashes our level 106 at 47%. I cannot stress enough how awesome Viral and their community are. That being said, on April 1st at 10 a.m. PT, the goblins will return fire. But did he really mean those words? Because 11 hours ago, he said this.
When did you get Valorant Assist? I didn't. No. Vidal's hype train got the Valorant Assist. It got 19,000 bonus subs from Valorant, because Valorant was doing a thing where they gave, like, bonus subs. I think we're at the level of, like, the hype train competition that if we actually do want to beat the world record again, we're going to have to do it during one of those events. That's the only time that I think that can happen at this point. Because 111 is, like... That's like you got to be Kai Cenat, or you got to have, like, some kind of event going on.
More entertaining than most streamers. Y the more Vedal patches neuro, the more savage neuro becomes. Neuro for life.
Yeah. I'm just gonna replay the little part because Juan spoke over it.
That's like you got to be Kai Cenat, or you got to have, like, some kind of event going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's completely wild, dude.
Honestly, that's just true, really. I didn't know that the hype trains went so high. That's crazy. So there's some events where, like, Valorant and stuff will will contribute to the hype train. Is that what it is? Yeah, he's not wrong about that. People are saying that they would have still broken the record even if it wasn't for the Valorant gifting subs.
111 is crazy. 70 is insane on its own, so...
Mm-hmm. So basically, he's, like, kind of passively saying that, it's really the Valorant promo that allowed Viral to get ahead. Saying how Viral would basically have to be...
Bromad because a cute anime girl with him sad.
Yes, basically. And he's saying, how Vidal, he'd have to be somebody like Kai Cenat to get it naturally. So, just Pirate Software thing, always shifting the blame and narrative. But, he really cares about the world record for the hype train. Like, he submitted feedback to Twitch UX to add a global emote of his face as a reward for his word record. Create a global emote called Goblins. This is to commemorate Pirate Software breaking the world record hype train twice in 1 week. The community requested I put this up, and I am not one to deny them. He really cares about this a lot. And it's like the emote is his face, by the way. Can't blame him, world records are pretty cool. Would you like to get one, Sayu? Is that 2023? Yeah, it is. It is. Honestly, that would be a cool idea. Whoever has the records gets their face or logo as the emote. True. Did they ever implement that? Because that was 2 years ago. It got 4,500 votes. Well, I feel like in the subathons, it might be a good way to get it. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty much it for me today. What else I got? No, that's it. Yeah. The problem is that he often showed jealous in the past, so this comes off as confusing if you meant it or not. Mm-hmm. No one in the Swarm community denied that claim, though. They all thanked Valorant and made fun of bankrupting Riot Games. Nice. The monkey VTuber drama? That's already done, and everybody's already, like, commented on it. Oh, Sayu got a sub! Thank you for gifting a sub to Sayu, Dr. Mirin. Yeah, it's a groundbreaking achievement. You might as well give an emote for it. What does qualify as somebody getting an emote? Is it just like you make a crazy face? Like, iShow Speed has one, right? Oh, it's achievements? Have people submitted their own emotes, though? No, I think it's usually, like, Twitch does it when you become, like, a cult icon, or when you get caught in an iconic moment. Have people submitted their own emotes to be global? I mean, look, Pirate Software is kind of a narcissist. I think that's kind of been established in the last several months. Or Twitch decides to use AI for global emotes, true. But the thing is, what if people start breaking each other's what if people start rapidly breaking each other's world record, then they would keep having to add new emotes. Wouldn't that be crazy? Where's the Rima Horse emote? You guys have one. You have one. It's not a Twitch global emote, but it's just a Rima emote. Probably won't keep happening because the sheer amount of people needed to give subs doesn't naturally exist on Twitch. But like Kai Sanat got a huge amount of subs, and then Iron Mouse broke the like subathon records, and then Kai Sanat broke it just a few weeks later. So it's just that they need to be gifting the subs or the bits or whatever in a short amount of time.
You know people with their own picture as wallpaper.
Wait, I have my own picture as a wallpaper. What does that mean? Like my VTuber avatar. Not my face. Yeah, I'm narcissistic. Smile. Hashtag Rima exposed. Exactly. Horse jump scare. Hee hee. Tee hee. Whoopsie tee hee. So tomorrow, I've made like a playlist of really fun videos to watch. So I think we can do that. And oh, here, I have an idea. How about we rate a VNU girl? Sorry, not VNU, VAllure. Is there one live? Not sure.
Almohadilla or sissy stick.
A VAllure raid would be cool. I mean, they're all V's, man. All V's. Oh, it's Yurika's birthday. Face Connect. She has like a weird plushy thing going on. But is there even a VAllure girl on? No. It showed that they were on my screen, but they're not.
Imena you can become a completionist and try to do everything but eventually it gets old really fast as there isn't much left before becoming dull.
Yes, Juan. Dude, I still can't believe that journal that was like, let me hop on. And then she started her stream and asked us to join her stream. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, she's not on. VAllure, they aren't on. Should we do V-Face Connect? Or there is... Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
Also sorry Juan primero apóstrofe de broken heart fix him lol.
There's also... You guys want the Eureka raid? Sure, we'll do Eureka. What time is it? It's 11. Ooh, I'm tired. Do you guys know that I wrote 2 scripts last night? In one day. Like, no, well, it was over 2 days, but still, it's... Usually I need like a week to recover. I did like one on Monday. The one on Monday, I started writing it on like Saturday, then I did a little bit more on Sunday, and then I did like a lot on Monday, and then yesterday I just from scratch I made one. I went like psycho mode. Is Yurika gone? I don't see her anymore. Or it's not showing up, maybe in my list. Search video or channel. Let's see. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I don't have the... They don't have the raids open. They need the redirects open. Should we do Benzo and Haka from Holostars? Yeah, they have to enable it. Haka is nice. I've never watched Haka. Alright, let's do that. Alright, thanks so much for watching today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Love you, chat. I'll see you guys tomorrow.